Jordan, how do you feel now with training camp here, the acclimation to the team is going for you?
I'm feeling real good. We had a great OTAs, ended OTAs really well. So it just feels good to be back in here with the guys.
Feel a little better practicing in these temperatures as opposed to Tampa?
Hey, not as humid, but it feels real good out here.
What do you think the potential is of this defense, Jordan?
Just being around the guys for this first day. Guys are hungry. Guys know what they're doing. They're flying around. They're smart. They're asking questions. And with DJ Reed, that's one guy who's like really IQ is up. He talks all day. You pass him in the hall, he has a question about football. So it's good to be around guys like that.
How different is this system than Todd Bowles' system? I'm not saying which is better, just different.
It's almost similar, just in how they play their safeties, how they use their safeties, how they use their backers. I see a lot of similarities. Difference-wise, just different calls, different communication, a little bit here and there, but some stuff similar.
Jordan, after free agency, we talked to these guys. They talked about what they liked about these guys, but about you guys as players that they signed. But they also mentioned some of you guys came from winning programs, and they're trying to instill that here. How does that kind of manifest itself here?
I came when I first started with the Bucks. I came from losing team, losing record, and you could tell the difference once you start winning. It's just the guys in the locker room, outside of the football field. It's just the chemistry off the field played a big part of it. The DB group with the Bucks was, we were young, so we had to get that chemistry gel together. And once we did that, things started to click better. So we're picking up fast. Guys in the locker room, the great guys. Everybody is friends. We're in this together.
Do people ask you about Tampa at all or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, people do. With Tom being there, a lot of people get a lot of questions about Tom and everything with his leadership, but he just made everybody better at practice. And I could just see it with these guys. Everybody has that role just to be competitive, and, I love it.
How important is it to learn how to close games out? I mean, you were on the other sideline last year when the Jets seemed to have Tampa Bay on the ropes, and then you guys pulled it out at the end. What can you say about that, learning how to close out games, learning how to be a consistent winner?
Yeah, I just taking one thing, just, you always got to start fast, because when you play catch-up, it's hard to win in this league. So you start fast, and then you definitely, after halftime, make your adjustments, come out, and, it's 0-0. It's a new game. And I think you take that mentality that you start the game over at halftime, and you'll end pretty good.
How are things going? I asked you in the mini camp about the other safety, Joyner. Having two veterans back there with good instincts and a lot of experience, how helpful can that be to a defense as far as all the things you guys have seen?
Well, just what's funny about Lamarcus, when I was, a little bit younger, he's a little bit older than me, so I used to watch him all the time playing for the Rams, and I kind of took some of my game from him, and just being out there with him, he's helped me a lot. Teaching him some things, and even everybody in the room, they're being really good teammates, and I'm coming in new, so I got guys like Ashton, Elijah, Will Parks, all those guys helping me out, trying to get me better too. So it's good how we could communicate with one another, and Lamarcus being back there, the veteran presence, he communicates to me, he gets everybody on the defense situated, and just to have two guys that know what they're doing and what the defense is doing, just not our position, but every position, it goes a long way.
How much do you talk to Revis?
We talk here and there. He's kind of like me. We're just quiet guys. When I text him and I need something, he answers me. Same vice versa. And our moms are really close together, so they do a lot of communicating. And we'll be like, all right, do you need this? Then we'll talk to each other.
Giving any tips about the area or the organization, anything like that?
Not really about the area, but that's like I say all the time. When it was the Super Bowl time, I text him you come to the game. I'm just hang out, but he was like, just win the Super Bowl. If you lose, it's different. So that was one thing he said.
What about the size of the safety combination? You guys have been very successful in the league, but neither one of you is 215, 220 pounds. So how do you view that aspect of it?
I don't even think about size. I pride myself in the weight room. I feel like I'm one of the strongest safeties in the league, so that's my mindset.
Because there's a lot of pounding at the position. So how do you guys, not being 215, deal with it and be able to be resilient out there?
Right. You just got to take care of your body. Size, you could say size, but like I said, I feel like I'm one of the strongest safeties in the league, and you don't have to be 215. You could be 195 and still get the job done.